Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Senva.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to Game of the Month, where we talk to you about all the games that we played in August.
August was a fantastic month. We played so many board games. It started out at Gen Con at the beginning of the month, and we ended up in Norway at the end of the month, even like from the middle of the month. At the start of the month, we've been in Norway for most of the month, but
Yes.
Gen Con also happened. We played so many games. So this episode is going to be a bit different because we are not doing a top 3 of the month, we're doing a top 5 of the month.
Yeah.
We could have done like a top 10 or top 20, but we are doing a top 5 because there's so many games to talk about. If you haven't seen these episodes before, we're going first through the stats, then we're going to go into all the games we played, then we're going to talk about the most fun experience, the biggest surprise, the biggest letdown, before we this episode do our top 5 games of the month.
Cool.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's jump into it. We're going to start with these stats. This month we played 119 plays of board games.
So that's actually over the double of July, which was 55.
That was a lot.
Yes.
We played many board games. It was fun.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
we mostly worked and played board games in August.
What
And
we have done.
made videos, which you have seen.
That's
we
right.
played 70 different games.
That's almost a double from July, which was 36.
And we played 59 games that were new to us.
Versus 29 in July.
You stopped the math there?
Yes.
I think that would be 58.
Okay.
So I think we are maybe
Over the
50.
double. That's
yes,
true,
doubling
actually.
it.
Yeah.
And 76 hours.
Which is over double
Yes.
from July, which was 35.
That was a lot. We
Yeah.
played so many games, so we just have to get on with it because there's so many games to talk about in this video. But first, the most important stat of them all.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did each of us win?
I have won 54 times.
And I have won 51 if I don't count my BGA stats
Yeah, because then you
versus
don't-
Ryan because I won more.
Because you don't play against me. And if you would
That's
play
true.
against me, I would whip. Yeah.
Win.
Yes.
Now we're going to list off all the games that we played in August 2024, and you have to keep your ears on straight to hear this because it's going to be fast and it's going to be long. Are you ready?
Yes.
In August we played
Rainbow.
Loot,
Things in Rings.
The Mandalorian Adventures,
Far Away.
Asian Tigers,
War Story. Occupied France.
Resafa,
Shackleton Base.
Undaunted 2200 Callisto,
Sears Catalog.
Castle Combo,
Magic Maze Towers.
Rock Hard 1977,
Beyond the Horizon.
Concilium Urbis,
Sparks.
Intarsia,
Golden Cup.
Godlings,
Cities.
Middle Ages,
Landmarks.
Sail,
Turnip.
Flip Circus,
Recall. That's a prototype.
Foundations of Metropolis,
Yokohama.
River of Gold,
Spring Cleaning.
Saltfjord,
Nocturne.
Cascadia Rolling Rivers,
Cascadia Rolling Hills.
Open Season,
Rebel Princess.
Happy Home,
In the Footsteps of Marie Curie.
Skull King,
Lost Cities.
Bottle Imp,
Enemy Anemone.
Tower Up,
Prey.
Spectacular,
Sausage Sizzle.
Finca,
Moving Wild.
Rivages,
Mesos.
Panda,
Contrabanter.
Task Team,
Biomos.
King of Tokyo Duel,
Quartz the Dice Game.
Flashback Lucy,
Tranquility the Ascent.
Box Top Pinball Haunted House,
Courtesans.
Chronologic Paris 1920,
Majesty for the Realm.
Flip 7,
Sirens.
River Valley Glassworks,
Spotlight.
Silotar,
Fairy.
and Kitten. Wow, that is a lot of games. So many games to go through, and now we're going to talk to you about all of the other stuff.
Let's talk about the most fun experience, the best surprise, biggest surprise, and the biggest letdown. The best
Yes.
letdown.
The best letdown.
And also, I'm looking forward to hear your top 5 as well.
I'm going to go to my phone. I have the list over there. So do you want to begin on the most fun experience?
I can begin. That was the hardest thing actually I had to choose because we played so many fun games in August, but I've settled on Things in Rings.
Okay.
It's a really clever game with a Venn diagram, and one person is trying to give clues and place the different cards that the other players are playing in the right category. And based on where different cards are placed, you will then guess what the different rings are actually meaning and try to get rid of all your cards.
Yeah.
Super fun.
My biggest surprise, no, not biggest surprise, my most favorite thing, most fun experience was again not a game, but it was Gen Con.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I picked that last month.
Oh, you did?
So-
Before it was? Your most fun experience was not before it happened. Gen Con, basically playing with all of our great friends. I also chose a game, and that was a prototype play of Recall, which is basically like a kind of spiritual successor for Revive from some of the same designers. So that is one I was very excited about. I was very happy to play that prototype. So we are going to be able to talk more about that later. Let's talk about the biggest surprise.
Yes, the biggest surprise for me was Golden Cup. And this is a game that when you explained the rules, I was just like, this is not my game. And I kind of know it because it has luck, like drawing from a bag. I love the theme though, like putting together a team, playing an unknown sport.
Yes.
And in the beginning, they are kind of losers, and then you get like better and better players. But it was actually super fun trying to build your bag so that you would become the winner of these cups. Yes.
Yeah, we know all
cup,
sports.
the tournaments,
you're
the
just
different
like, I don't know
games.
what sport is.
No,
That is what you're saying, basically.
But I really enjoyed it, and that was surprising to me.
Yeah, my biggest surprise is a game and also another thing. So I'm going to do the game first, which is Golden Cup.
Okay,
Basically,
cool.
for the same reasons as you say.
Yeah.
It is an upcoming game coming out at Spiel from Cranio Creations, so you can check that out. We're going to talk about it in a Keeper Cull in a later time, closer to Spiel. My other biggest surprise was basically trick-taking games.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm obsessed with this thing
Yeah,
now.
you
Like,
are.
I'm thinking about trick-taking games all the time. And it's so fun because we play a lot of games, and even though we play a lot of games because we think it's fun to play a lot of games, I also kind of feel like I am doing it like, because we're going to make content for it, we're doing these things. With this trick-taking thing, it's kind of like a side thing. I feel like, I'm buying these games now because I just want to play them. I want to experience them, and we're going to talk about them on the channel, but that's not like the goal of it. It's not like, somebody is super hyped on this trick-taking game from 2011, but I want to play it now. I want to play as many trick-taking games as I possibly can. So that is kind of my biggest surprise, like how invested I am in trick-taking games now, and I want to play them all the time.
I thought maybe that your biggest surprise when you said I also have like something other than a game was BGA, because you've played some games now online.
Hello, Ryan. Yes.
And you haven't done that a lot.
No, basically, I don't like doing that because it doesn't feel like playing a game. I don't like doing it asymmetrical. But now I've been playing with like voice chat and playing at the same time with a friend in the US. So that is kind of feels more like playing a game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then it's fun because it's like the only way I can play games with that person is online. So now we are at the saddest part of the video, the biggest surprise. No, letdown. Biggest letdown.
Biggest letdown. I think that we are kind of in line for this. We played so many games this month.
But also, biggest surprise for me was that you had the same biggest surprise as I had. So
yeah.
it's like it was fun. So let's see if we have the same here as well.
My biggest letdown is it's not the worst game that I've played in the month, but it was the thing that I hoped was going to be better, and it really disappointed me. And that was the 2 Cascadia Roll and Write games.
Okay.
I
don't have the same.
Well, you don't.
No.
You didn't like those though.
Because those were the worst games I played in home.
Oh yeah, okay.
But also.
Yeah. But I just found them boring.
Yes.
And tedious.
And forced.
Oh yeah, it didn't feel like this like sheet where you cross off and write how many resources or animals you have at all times, but just like confusing and not fun. Yeah, that was mine.
That was not good. But I didn't have any high expectations for it, basically.
Oh, I did.
I backed it. I was like, maybe it's good, but like roll and writes and a version of a game never has me like, I'm really looking forward to this. That's why like Pirates of Maracaibo was such a huge surprise.
That's true.
My biggest letdown was a game I didn't even knew we were getting at Gen Con. A game I was like, basically when I looked in the bag of games, I was like, that is there. I'm super excited to play this. And we played it, and it was so frustrating. It was the most frustrating experience I had with games, I think, the whole year. And you know what it is now?
Yeah, of course.
It's Magic Maze Tower.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad because I love Magic Maze. I think Magic Maze is fantastic, and I heard about Magic Maze Tower for the last 2 years. And I've been so excited. It's a non-timed puzzle. Like, it's more of a puzzle game than the other ones where it's like, you just do things as fast as you can and get around these rules. This is like, this is the puzzle. Try to follow the rules and move the things. Like in Magic Maze, you have like, oh, I can only move up and down. The problem is, I think this will work absolutely best as a solo game.
Oh yeah.
Because in Magic Maze, it's fun when I'm like, oh no, we are on time and you have to, move this one to the right now. You don't see that we need to do that.
Except you don't speak.
No. But in Magic Maze, you like kind of like you can place the pieces, trying to do that. Here, it's just like we look at the board, and we both love puzzles.
Yes, we do.
And we look at the board, and I kind of like have a way to do the puzzle in my brain. And then we just start moving things, and then you move a thing. It's like, but that's not how I want to solve the puzzle. And you try to move it somewhere, and I move it out of the way of your solving of the puzzle. So we just got angry. Like, this was not a fun experience. It might just be us. Like, other people might just be like, this works for our brains. But for our brains, I don't think we can play this with more than one person.
No, I agree, because like the puzzles in themselves are pretty hard. I found them challenging.
Yeah.
And when I think, aha, I finally got it now, and you sabotage the thing that I'm trying to do the entire time, because you also found a solution that I don't see.
Yeah.
It's super frustrating. So yeah, if I'm playing this, I'm playing it by myself.
Yeah, and I actually want to play it solo
yeah.
because I enjoyed that puzzle, but I did not enjoy it as an experience. I got made me sad. So now, something we never done before: the top 5 games that we played in August 2024. Can I begin with like my top 10? Basically,
Of
my
course.
5
Have you cheated?
honorable mentions. Basically,
Yes.
I have a top 26. So my 5 honorable mentions are Spectacular, Sears Catalog, Saltfjord, Rebel Princess, and Resafa.
Okay.
Okay?
Those are your mentions.
And you have no mentions.
Okay.
Oh, no,
I
you
don't
could
need
you
them.
could have. Like
It's fine.
I was meaning you don't have any.
I
would
can't
guess.
have any mentions.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yes.
Do you want to begin with your number 5?
My number 5 is Mesos. And
Okay.
we played that both at Gen Con and back at home. And I really enjoyed it. We have posted
Review. See it with
See
your
it.
eyes.
But my highlight of the game was definitely playing it at the high player counts.
Yep.
I didn't enjoy it that much at 2. I wouldn't play it with 2. I would like to play it with more. And it reminded me of King Domino, but like a different puzzle.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything about the game, or just like go to watch
the
the
review?
review?
Yeah.
I was surprised by that. Like I enjoyed it, but like with all the great games we played, I thought it was surprising that you had it in your top
Okay, cool.
5. My number 5 is going to be a prototype of a Recall. This is like still gonna change, but it's just like already a very... Oh, you didn't play this one. That is true, you didn't
That
play
is
it.
why, kind of. Yes.
This was... I would also have other games on that top 5. But this was fun. Like, I love Revive. You know, we both love Revive. And I got a chance to play Recall. I'm often like, I want to wait until the game is actually done. But I was like, oh, okay, let's play it, because Christian, one of the designers, was coming. We were doing Southfjord video that if you haven't seen it, you can go check it out. And it is a great game. I enjoy Revive so much. This is not Revive, and it's not like, but it is like set in the same universe-ish, with some of the same designers making it. And it is just so far, a very interesting game. You have that kind of thing where you do actions, and then you recall, and then you start doing it again. You have a shared map, and things are gonna change. So I'm not gonna talk deeply about it, but so far it's a very good game. Hopefully it's gonna be published next Spiel, so look an eye out for that if you're interested in those kind of games.
I'm looking forward to try it out. I sadly didn't get to try it this
you
time.
chose to do normal job.
Yeah, like working.
Number 4.
My number 4 is Resafa, and we've done a review of this as well. This is a new game coming out from Vladimir Suhi, and we usually love his games. I really enjoyed this one as well, and what I think I enjoyed the most was the like double actiony cards. That's a thing. Where you kind of block yourself from some of the actions. You have to really choose what you want to go for in this game. Like, you can't do everything.
And it has interesting systems, like the different systems that you do, but I also really like the playing and the puzzle of trying to play the cards in a great way, and moving on the tracks to get like the newer cards that help you in different ways is absolutely a lot of fun. My number 4 is a game called Beyond the Horizon. This is coming as well from Cranial Creations at Spiel. This is basically a new version, a kind of re-implementation of Beyond the Sun, which is a game we don't own anymore, but a game we enjoyed a lot. Basically, everybody called it text-reader game. I don't know if everybody did. I did. So I heard
did
people
too.
did. Yeah, so
Yeah,
two
two
like
people.
of this group, like how many did? 100%. 100% of people did that. This one is made then to be a civilization building game. So you are starting at the beginning of civilization, building your way up. I don't look at the theme so much when I play this, but you are doing these technologies that gives you more actions. You want to use those actions to like get your economy building up. You have different tracks that you're trying to get cubes removed from so you can get better income. You also have a special power, which is new in this one, trying to up that. They have changed up, if you have played Beyond the Sun, they have changed up the map that is different. We are doing a full review for this one, closer to Spiel, so you can look out for that as well. But Beyond the Horizon, I think I already liked Beyond the Sun, but it takes a lot of those things and makes it at least as good and also better. So that is my number 4.
I want to play that more. I've only played it once because I played with someone else.
That's true.
And yeah, I'm absolutely intrigued by the changes that they've made to this game.
Number 3.
Number 3 for me is Yokohama, and this is just a stellar game.
Yes.
This is not a new game, but it's not gotten a new edition, which was the perfect excuse for us to play the game again because it is a wonderful game. We played this time with 2 players though, and I think I might like the game better with 3.
Yeah.
And maybe also 4. Have I played it with 4? I don't
What
remember.
about 10? Have you played it with 10?
No, I haven't because it doesn't go up to that.
We don't have the 10-player expansion.
No, we don't, sadly. But in this game, you are placing your, what do you call them, apprentices? Or
People working in your
workers.
company.
And you're also moving around your
CEO, president.
Yes, and where he lands,
person.
depending on how many of your things are there, you get to do the action better, the more things that you have. So that is getting resources or getting new cards or getting new contracts, trading in resources for something else. So this is a very much optimization puzzle that my brain likes.
Yeah, and you're trying to like make this route.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to move where you have your assistants. You try to make this route and then try to build up. And also it's kind of a race because like I see you're trying to go for the same thing as me because you want to build buildings. You can get like a special bonus for all the different places in the beginning. So much stuff. This new version is really good. I hope to be able to do like a full video of it with differences from the old to the new version because the new version is really, really beautiful. My number 3 is Yokohama. So we have a perfect crossover dance. Crossover dance. I don't think we usually do those on the Game of the Month, but there you go. Yeah. It's not like a rule. It's like we can't do those on Game of the Month.
Oh no.
But Yokohama, my number 3 as well. So back to you for number 2.
My number 2. I have to check now.
Oh, you have to check.
I remember? Yes, I did. No, I did. Yes.
You don't know what it is.
Asian Tigers.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Asian Tigers, and it's just like a game that is familiar because it has some, for example, we love Nippon, which is also a game that DC Standards has made, and it's taken some things kind of from there, I feel like. But a lot of the times when I'm playing this game, my brain has to focus a little extra because it is a little unique, I would say. Like with the economy that is just like in one region, with the colors of the meeples that I have to match to actually do the action, and also to find out how to respond to my opponents very tactically. So I really, really enjoy that game.
Asian Tigers is fantastic, and it's also my number 2.
Oh, that's not shocking.
Crossover, crossing over here, crossing over there. Yes, Asian Tigers, all the reasons you said. It is super good. I enjoy the placement of the workers. I enjoy the interaction. It's working surprisingly well with 2 people, even though it is an area majority game. For most of its cases, I like almost every single thing about it. It's a couple of things that I was okay about, but the game itself is one that I know I'm gonna play and love many times in the future. That is why it's my number 2, and we're down to number 1 of the month.
Yeah.
Do you have a number 1, or did you just like stop at number 2?
Yes, I actually did that. So I've only gotten like 4. What's your number 1? You got
yes.
one, I think.
I have, and it is Shackleton Base. Shackleton Base is a super cool worker placement-ish game where you have like a shared workers, like not shared, but like where you draft workers in the beginning and they have different colors and they have like different specialities, somewhere they can only go and somewhere they're gonna go and be better. You have so much stuff you want to do, but then also you have these 3 different companies that you are going to use, and they are going to change up the game, change up the different special powers you can get, the different ways to score, and just like so many cool things. This is one that I just fell in love with and was like, I want to play this one all the time. It has also an upcoming game coming at Spiel, Asian Tigers as well, coming at Spiel. This is like a Spiel preview video as well, because we've spoken about so many Spiel games, which seems is going to be very many good games at Spiel, is basically what we're saying. So yeah, that is my number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you also have a number 1.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do. It's Shackleton Base
Yes.
also. We're boring. Yay.
Yeah, I was thinking that would happen.
We've made a review for this as well. Go check that out. If you like the games that we like, I really recommend it.
Yes.
And it's like one of the best games that I've played all year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because we're getting closer to Spiel. This is already September, just in a month. We are gonna be at Spiel. We're gonna be there. Yes, please meet us. Please give us the secret sign. We are doing a kind of meet and greet thing. On Saturday, there is something called Meet and Play, I think. We are gonna be there. I think it's like from 4 to 5/6. That's where we're gonna be there. If it's wrong, I'm gonna put it in the comments or in like the thing. But I think that is when we're gonna be there. We're gonna post more about that in the description and stuff leading up to Spiel. But just know, so you know, if you're gonna be there, we're gonna have like a meet and greet. Maybe we're gonna play a couple of games, or maybe we're just gonna chat. So that is that.
Yeah.
That is this very much longer video of the month than we usually do.
Yes.
But we hope you enjoyed it and you got something, a little bit. Some of these games that we listed up you haven't seen yet. We're going to talk more about them on the channel later. That's going to be the end of this one. If you are still here and you enjoy what we do weekly, you can help us out in a big way by giving us a victory point.
And we get a victory point. When you click that subscribe button, you can also click the bell to get notifications every time we post a new video.
And this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.